Hello and welcome to TelecomTV. I'm Martin Warwick. We're at TM Forum live in Nice in France, and I'm talking with Vasil Radoka, who is CTO, SDN and NFV Solutions at NEC Netcracker. Vasil, great to see you again.
And great to be here. I'm very happy to be again.
Thank you. Now, let's get stuck into this. NEC Netcracker has announced AVP, Agile Virtual Platform, and one component of the initiative is the notion of service lifecycle management. What is Netcracker doing to modernize this process?
So it's a great question, and let me kind of step back and to see why AVP came in the picture in the first place. We realize that there are some problems, complex issues to solve in this NFV life cycle in general, from service design, service integration, operation, and deployment. And we realize that there are some missing things in the overall solution. So Agile Virtualized platform came as an overall solution, a different kind of experience from the service provider in order to facilitate the design of the services, integration, operation, and deployment of the services. Now, Agile Virtualized platform has 5 major components. It's about prime system integration. It's about virtual design operation center. There's another kind of way to think to design service in a large scale. It's about business enablement for monetization, like BSS, microservices technology, and it's about what we call hybrid operation services. Now, coming back to your original question, the way we see is that the services, the design model we want to do is basically to decouple the service design from the service implementation, service deployment. We want to be able, the service provider, to use as much as they can from the services definition using technologies like Tosca modeling, using integration DevOps. So basically the services will be more oriented to the customer, and then we can what we call late banding to integrate different kind of components from the deployment, from the vendor's point of view. Key assets or key tenants for the solution, it's about continued integration, continued deployment, and continued testing. It's also about Agile, DevOps, and artifacts, which is one way to enhance and to live these kind of components. And as we move forward, the system will learn and to add new things to deploy services.
Thank you. Second question, what is required, Vasil, do you think, to get service providers to adopt more agile processes so that they innovate constantly and not just every sort of 3 to 5 years?
It's a very important question, and in our interlock with our customer, we have seen this coming all the time. I think that the key element here is it's a culture. Agile is not a problem, just technology, understanding the process. It's a culture which in a service provider needs to go north-south from the CEO to the bottom, and that's ways to integrate all the departments. The second thing we have seen is that we need really to understand in a fundamental way what exactly means Agile for enterprise, for the telco. And we talk about taking a concept which is very useful on the enterprise side, on the small environment, and to scale this. The same is about DevOps. So coming again, AVP as a platform, it's a platform that allows service provider to think and to change, to transform the organization, to align with the processes and also with technology in this kind of agile scale, as you see.
And finally then, Vasil, do service providers need to be more iterative and agile with their current services? In other words, what changes in the life cycle of the service when the move is from traditional comm services to services delivered on a virtualized infrastructure?
So the way we see is here, basically, automation is coming one of the key words in this process of transformation. But what we have seen in general, it's automation. It's about a change in the type of the process that the organization needs to use, in the way that we need to automate the operation, the integration, the pre-integrations, all these components, all these phases in terms of life cycle, we need to automate. The other very important things we've seen is that we need to shift the focus from technological debate on the service provider to a broader discussion, right? We talk about the processes, about the business transformation, the business value creation, and probably very important about organization transformation. And what is very important is to see all these things to be kind of tackling kind of way, in incremental way, in agile way, but also to be synchronized. Because if we move too fast on technological side and the organization is not ready to transform, then we have a problem. This is why in AVP we try to introduce this what we call a control of automation and transformation. So we want to create a kind of transition model in a gradual way where a service provider can change the processes, the technological, the adoption of NAV, and to move at scale from deployment point of view.
Vasil Radoka, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate very much to be here. Thanks.